Good morning, everybody. Paul here from Warden's Farm. It's way early in the morning because we're getting ready to do an OA treatment because the Winter Solstice is right around the corner. And matter of fact, it's next week. It's 6:55 in the morning, December 17th, and it's already 55 degrees. We shouldn't be this warm. We're going up into the 70s today, so we're gonna get this OA treatment done nice and early because all the girls are still inside the hive. We'll close them up, hit them with the OA treatment. So right here is the treatment that we're gonna use. We got us a battery, and inside here, we got the Lorobbee's vaporizer. And this thing is awesome. You can treat all your hives with the amount of treatment that you see fit. Let me get that handle down and lock this back down. There. And you have this little thing right there. It's got a hollow tube. That's where you pack the oxalic acid into. And it's got measurements right here by the wire. It tells you how much you're putting in. Whatever amount that you feel good is for your hive, I'll leave that for you to go ahead and research. And the neat thing about this is you can put the little gauge right in the handle. You'll put it right in the tube there. It drops it down. This is a heated element, and it works off of a DeWalt battery. So just to make this easier, I put a little bit of the oxalic acid, which is basically wood bleach, in a jar. Got your smoker ready. It's right up to temp. So what I'll do, take the plunger out, put it into that automatically. It's got the oxalic acid. You can see the measurement that's in there, right there. And it is basically ready to go into the hive. We'll smoke the bees, get them back inside, because this is how we're applying it. I got to get on my respirator. So make sure you have a respirator with the right color filters on there, because you don't want to be breathing in these vapors. This is ready. There. Already you can see that gas working. It's going in there. The hive is blocked off. It's coming out of some cracks, but that's okay, because this thing is gassing like crazy. It's going to hit all them bees. It's going to get on them. It's going to kill mites. That's the most important thing. That's why we are treating the hives during the winter solstice. Has the smallest amount of brood, and it's the best time to treat them to get a good kill on mites. Now we're back up to temperature, means it's all gone. So you can take it out. Bees come out, they are flying with a white vapor on them now, or a white crystal. That's okay. So now we'll move to the next hive, and I'll set it up where you can just watch as I go along. Now that hive, because it's got two deeps, a medium candy board and a quilt box, because of the two deeps, I'm going to hit it twice. The battery that's on there is a DeWalt battery. I think it's 25 volts or whatever.
But it can do all 14 of these before it needs any charging. On top of the vaporizer, it's got a gauge that tells you how much power is left inside, which I'll show you here in a second. And that tells you basically how long you can keep going. That's why you always carry extra batteries with you. I don't have to here because I have only 14 hives to treat. It could probably treat 25 hives easily. That's what the bees look like. You can see they got a little white covering and it's still coming out. You can see the white coating on them. And that's what we want. You may ask, why am I doing it so early in the morning? You want as many bees inside the hive as possible. We're all done. All right. We're done with the hives, but now it's time to clean. But this is the little tip that you can get added on if you have styrofoam hives. Basically, that's it. It fits over the metal nozzle so you don't melt your hives. This is what you use to clean this. We're going to show you how it works. So you take a little wire, you go inside the nozzle, and you just poke it through. That's the gauge that tells you how much battery you have left. So right now we're at 16.6 volts because it's heating. Once it stops heating, then it goes right back up, like I'm almost at 17. So that just shows you how much you got left in there. Back in it again. Be hanging on to this thing. There we go. So you see, the water goes down through the system and it blows it out. I got to clean it all off, clean it up, but we're good to go. Power down, she's clean, and that's all that's to it. So don't forget, Winter Solstice is on December 21st. It's now December 17th. And you want to do your treatment within a 10-day window of Winter Solstice. And as long as you can get that done, you're good to go. If you're using the vaporized treatment. If you're not, you got to use the treatment that you want and continue on with your beehive treatments. And like I've said in the past, you want to mix it up. You don't want to just keep using the same one over and over, because the bees will actually get used to it, or the mites rather, I'm sorry. The mites will actually get used to the treatment you want and not die. So I do oxalic acid, I do Apivar, and a couple other different mite treatments. That way it mixes it up throughout the year, and the mites don't get used to a certain kind of treatment. Hopefully one day we get rid of the mites. Hopefully the scientists are trying to figure that out, where we can wipe them out. But I'm pretty sure they're here to stay through my lifetime. And probably we're going to get worse bugs that are going to come in and hurt our beehives. The murder hornet is another one that people are worrying about. The yellow-legged hornet, which has been found down in Georgia, I believe it is. So that's not too far from here. So as long as they don't show up anymore, we're good. So Paul from Warden's Farm, treat your bees. Have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you soon.